Right, so good evening. Beautiful tonight. Yellow moon in the Philippines. Concilian. Right, guys. Please comment and please share the live video. Right. It is hot. It really is crazy. We had a little bit of rain yesterday. Wow. It was absolutely fabulous. It rained for 5-7 minutes, maybe 8, and it wasn't torrential. First rain we've had for months, 4 or 5 months. Absolutely crazy here, the heat. Really, really, really humid and very, very hot. Unless you've been to the Philippines, you won't know. So, you can't really go walking around, just too hot. And if you haven't got the budget like us, you cannot travel around. Right. Joveline chatted to me about US rocket launcher. She started to chat, and what she said was, the US launched a rocket. Well, as far as I know, we've got one joining us. We've got a comment. Right. So hi, thanks for joining us. Can you see it?
Hi, Matty, what is up?
Let me get it.
Hi, Matty.
Good evening. It, right. So Joveline actually got chatting about these Americans. Now, the Americans actually send rockets up. Now, I'm not exactly very, very, very knowledgeable in this topic, okay? Because over the years I've seen quite a lot of rockets go up. And, I don't really pay much interest in NASA. So NASA, USA, America, they send a rocket up. I don't know if it's every month, every 3 months, every 6 months. But when NASA do actually send a rocket up, you were talking billions and billions of dollars. And the last one I actually saw, I think it was on the news in England, and it was many years ago. And I was actually watching the news, and watching this rocket launch. It was 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So this billions and billions of dollar rocket, which I was telling Joveline about, just blew up. And I said to Joveline, wow, America really is actually there's a few countries what can do it. I think Russia's one of the only countries, not one of the only countries, but you've got the drift. Maybe China and quite a few others, but the USA, and they can send rockets up. And I said to Joveline, I think Joveline actually thinks it's a small rocket, and they just launch a small rocket. But, I don't think you realise these rockets are so big, so powerful, so expensive. And, wow, the mind boggles, There's just so much technology goes into a rocket, but it's not my subject, and I don't know a lot about it, right? But I think it was one of the kids, because the kids are off school here in the Philippines. They might be at school one day, then they're off for 2 or 3 days. It's that hot. They send them back home. It's just too hot school here in the Philippines. So that actually reminded me, when we actually do go to Murcia, guys, we normally do go, as you know, before we used to go to Murcia, La Caleta, Don Salvador, Bacolod City. We used to travel around every day on the bike when we had the budget. But now we don't have the budget. We actually cannot travel. So we're stuck in, and it can be very, very boring stuck in the house. It's not much fun, to be honest, and it's crazy hot when you don't have the budget. So, I said to Joveline, you're just going to have to search on YouTube these rockets, because they're unbelievably powerful, vast. And she says, well, why Why do they send a rocket up if it costs billions to see what's up there? And that's as far as I actually know about space. You know, that's as far as I know about space. Beautiful yellow moon tonight here in the Philippines, as I've said. You know, so what it is, guys, when we come back from Mercia, we come back and it was last year. We come into the sugarcane fields, and as we go, we're a mile in. We're in the province, we're in the countryside. We have to come in through the sugarcane fields, through the rice, through the barangays. And when we come in at night, you can look up and you can see something, and it's there. Every night it's there, right? And then it starts to move off all the time. And Jovelin says, look at that plane. And I said, it's not a plane, that's not a plane. A plane cannot stop like that, then just start to travel, just start to travel like that. Or stop and travel back. I said, it's a satellite or a probe, spy satellite. So we have actually got a spy satellite here, not far above the house. So here we have actually got a spy satellite, and it actually watches Bacolod City. And it's normally over Bacolod City, or it's normally further up, so it's watching Bacolod City. It was in England. Sorry Lee, last night we couldn't make live. I wanted to make live, we didn't make live, so sorry Lee. I did message Lee and tell him we were going live, so I am sorry. So thanks for joining us, guys. We've got four joining us, 4 joining us. So a friend of mine, well, not a friend of mine actually, this guy was my sister's boyfriend. I think she married this guy, not really sure, because I parted from England and I don't really have to do. So anyway, this guy wanted a garage. So he said, oh, I've got a garage, I've phoned up, and I think it's a guy, he's actually renovating a house, an Asian guy in Manchester. So we goes down the M1, so we get on the M1 at Birdwell, Barnsley, and we're going down the M1, and we're going in a van, so we're in a big van. It's his work van, this guy's work van, sister's boyfriend. Like I said, I think she married this guy, don't know. So we're going down the motorway, and probably in about 60 mile an hour. Traffic on the motorway, just odd lorry or an odd car coming past, and we're coming down towards Worsborough. So as we got on at Birdwell, come down the Sleep Road, we're about 2 miles down. Now there's a famous footballer, Bobby Charlton, famous footballer in Barnsley, right, Birdwell, Barnsley, Bobby Charlton. So this footballer has got a big mansion, and when you come into Birdwell to go to Barnsley, there's a reservoir, and you come down a steep road, and then you come past the reservoir and up into Barnsley. And if you look to your left hand side, you can see this big man, Charlton, famous football player. On the right hand side, sorry, it's where Bobby Charlton, let me think, I'm not sure now what side it's on. I don't know if it's on, I think it's on the right hand side or the left hand side. As we're coming down, it could be on the left hand side, I'm not sure. But where Bobby Charlton's mansion is, I'm talking you're talking within about quarter of a mile either way, either way from Bobby Charlton's, just to give you guys an idea where I am, coming down the motorway. Before the farm. What comes across the motorway? A big drone a big drone came across England, UK, near Worsborough, near Birdwell, Bobby Charlton's mansion, and this big black drone came across the motorway. And this guy's driving down, and I'm sat at side of this guy going for this garage. Lee, this is one for you, Lee. Sorry about last night, couldn't make it. So, good morning there, UK, England. Good morning, Lee. Good morning. Good evening, wherever you are in the world. So, good evening, guys, from the Philippines. This drone came across where Bobby Charlton's mansion was. It came across the motorway and he's driving down and he went, "What's that?" And I looked at this drone. Lee, the guy what's on now called Lee, you'll see him, channel member, he flies drones. Drone. And this drone, guys, it was shaped like an Harrier. An Harrier, you know the Harrier that goes up the plane, fighter jet, what belongs to USA, America, and it was like, shape was like that, really sharp, you know, it were really sharp shapes, so it was shaped, and it come across the motorway really so slow. Now, you might think I'm a bit stupid, and I'm sure some of you do think I'm a bit stupid. I've got quite a few haters now, but seriously, this drone that came flying across the motorway, right, I've never seen anything like it in my life. It must actually cost thousands and thousands, maybe into the £1 million mark. So I thought, wow, who could afford that? It's got to be government. Or then I started to think, now I wonder if someone who's bought Bobby Charlton's old mansion, maybe is a multi-millionaire and flies drones, or I don't know, or it's aliens. So Lee, right, make a comment, what's this drone? You know, I think I actually told you about this when we went for coffee in Barnsley. What is this drone? You know, the drone is really sharp, big. It's a big black drone. You know, it's about that high, probably about. It's difficult to say the height. It looked about that high, and it was very sharp. You know, edges were very sharp, and it was black, and it looked to be made for stealth, right? What is it? What was this drone? And I don't know. So Brighouse. So to this, went down to M62, UK, England. We got on the M62. We went towards Manchester. That was the last I saw this drone. That was the last I saw this drone. I have never ever seen a drone like this in my life, right? But I can tell you now, guys, that drone must have cost millions of pounds, if not hundreds and hundreds of thousands of pounds. It just must have. It was that advanced. And it looked like something in America, you know, a fighter Harrier. So, you know, I say, police, maybe. So it could be, quite possible it could be police, and it's quite possible it could be for farmers' crops. But why was it going across the motorway in the dark? You know, across the motorway, it's pitch dark, early in the morning, and we're going for this garage. Sounds of it, maybe South Yorkshire Barnsley police are using big spy drones. I'm going to chat about spy drones and spying in general. Now Lee's made that comment, it's just refreshed my memory. Thank you very much. There's no dude my listening to the great Sean Connery. The great Sean Connery. Yeah, James Bond. Right, spy. We'll chat about spying now. Now, and it's police. Right, I'm not going to chat. I know a lot of different walls, right? They've got technology what can see through a brick. We're unemployed, and I'm up in here, and she gets on the computer. And I found. Wait a minute, and have a look. Right, let me just see that. So, some pictures of my back garden, and the council yard down in Ireland, the council yard. So I'm there in unemployment office, and job, and they're looking in my back garden, unemployment. And what's all this wood, and where have you got this wood from, and what's it doing in your back garden? And so I explained to her, I said, well, it's from council yard. They've knocked council yard down, and when they knocked the yard down, they knocked, they stripped all the roof, took all the wood out of the roof. I asked the guy if I could have all the wood, and the guy said yeah, and the guy gave me all the wood. And it were a lot of brand new wood as well, what they didn't use, right, from the council yard. And I thought, wow, even the unemployment benefit can spy, and the way the unemployment benefit spy on you is actually Google Earth. But not just Google Earth. I actually were helping a friend, so I'm unemployed, I'm signing on the dole, and I'm helping a friend. Now, I think he had a stroke. So a friend of mine had a stroke, and he couldn't do his garden. So his wife, who I know, she said, can you come and start doing our garden? Because my husband, no names, my husband had a stroke. And I says, okay, I'll come up and do your garden. So came up. You're talking big garden, right? Very, very big garden. Up Birdwell there. And I started to do the ladies' garden. And as I was doing the front edge, really big edge, and it was very, very high, started to cut the edge, and I looked, and I've got, eyes all over in the back of the head, right? So I saw this car, and I was getting ready to go home, and it were only about 1 o'clock. I used to finish about 1 o'clock, because the garden was so big. I used to give him an hand, because, like I said, her husband had a stroke, and he was seriously ill, right? Very, very ill. So I'm cutting edge, and I thought, well, tomorrow I'll do rest. So next day came, and I started to cut edge, and I'm facing edge up, and then, I got on with other jobs, and then I saw this car, and I came out, got on my mountain bike, and as soon as I jumped on my mountain bike, this car moved, it went, and it did that twice, and I thought, that's unemployment benefit, that's dull. That's the unemployment benefit watching me. So the next day, really funny. The next day, I'm facing the edge up, down both sides, all the way around, and then I'm sweeping up and doing, a little bit of gardening, cleaning under the edges, and I noticed this car about 10 to 1, so I got ready, and I saw this car, and it started up this car, and I actually was pushing mountain bike, because I just closed the gate. So I closed the gate, and I hurried as quick as I could, and I got to the car, and the car just went, phew, just speeded off. And I thought, right, I'm going to keep my eye out for this car. So I went to Birdwell, and in Birdwell, this is Barnsley, guys, I went to the Aldi. And I went into the Aldi, And I came out to the Aldi with my shopping because I had a big rucksack on, and I got my shopping in the rucksack, jumped on mountain bike. What pulls out? What pulls out? And I looked in Aldi to see if I could see this car, and I couldn't see this car. And I went in, come out to the Aldi, and as soon as I came out to Aldi, jumped on my mountain bike, and looked behind me, this car was there, and it come past me, this car, and I thought, don't probably think I'm working, which I wasn't. Just helping a friend. And I got on bike and I started to, to get some, got to Island Common traffic lights, saw the car in front of me, and then got down past the police station down into Ireland. It had gone. And what were funny, this is what were funny, I came down, going down into Ireland, and there were a traffic jam. I could see down the road there were traffic lights, and it were on. I pulled up at the side of the car and I went, knocked up me and I went, hello, hi. And I passed the car and the guy went like that. And I passed the car and then I waved to the guy from the causeway. So that was the doll. So I actually caught the doll actually following me. It's not the first time I've actually caught the unemployment benefit following me. Not the first time. I caught 3 cars actually on me one time. But, just one of those things. So it's quite easy for people to actually spy on you. Especially law like Lee said, it could police. And, I don't know if that were a farmer, but this was a big drone, and it was really stealth. So, who knows? So it's quite possible it could be police. I would say police, pitch dark, going across the motorway very slow. And as we were there, wow, what's that? Never seen out like it in my life. Right, what were funny yesterday. Now, in our barangay, guys, like I said, no rain, it's really crazy hot. Very crazy hot. Now I can actually see there's no... Right, so, just have a look. See your comments. Right, so guys, mangoes. We actually do go out and we get some mangoes. Our budget is very low. So please help support to the kind-hearted people that support, and to the people that do support, thank God. So please support anywhere you can. Thank you very much. Right, so we went out for some mangoes, and we collect mangoes every couple of days. We go out, get a bag of mangoes, Indian mangoes. Now there's 2 mangoes here. One's the Indian mango, one's the golden mango. Now the golden mango is quite pricey, and it's quite a prize. And I actually sat in here yesterday, and well, we actually did go out and we got some mangoes. We came back, and then I sat in here yesterday afternoon, which was Monday. I think we're on Tuesday now. Managed to upload some videos yesterday. Hopefully they all uploaded. I'm not very sure about that. Hopefully they uploaded. So I'm sat here and Jovelyn came in and she said, wow, there were some guys. Now across in our barangay there's a farmer who farms here, and he farms sugarcane, 1 or 2 other things, right? And he lives across. So he lives across, and he can see all his mango trees. He has some land here, and he lives, and he can see all his mango trees. Now, golden mangoes, like I said, they're quite expensive. You might be talking 25 pesos, 30 pesos for 1 golden mango. That's quite a price here, guys, in the Philippines. And if you haven't got any money, I know 10 pesos, 20 pesos, you know, if you're in England or America, it's just little. But for us, it's a godsend, right? You know, a mango for us, it's wow, it's food. Simple as that, you know, and we're happy to go out and get mangoes. Anyway, these guys, they're up the golden mango tree. But these guys are from that barangay. So where we are here, there's a road, and this is the golden mango tree. Now there's 2 golden mango trees that are up the golden mango tree. And the farmer across here were doing something to his land. I think they were burning all the dead weed, dead grass. It's barren here, guys. It's like a desert, guys, here in the Philippines. Very, very hot, like a desert. And these guys are up the tree, pinching or stealing all this farmer's golden mangoes. Hey! So he's shouting across, and the guy came across. He came across and he walked round, and he caught him up the tree. And I don't know what the guy said to him, but I know the guy. He lets me go in and get some of the mangoes. He's a nice guy, right? He's a nice guy. Hard-working farmers. Him and his wife, in the rainy season, always walk past the house in the rainy season. Because you have to walk past this house in the rainy season because of the rice fields and the sugarcane, you know, the sugarcane fields. So I actually caught him, and these guys had a big, big sack of golden mangoes. So the farmer took the golden mangoes and he went, "Is that your tree?" And I think quite a lot got said. So, you know, people in the next barangay stealing his mangoes. Not on. You know, guys, when you start to actually steal farmers' produce, the mangoes, a crop, whatever the crop, it can actually lead to very, very bad circumstances. And when I say bad circumstances, I actually know here in the Philippines, you know, no joke, and it's a regular thing, or it's a regular thing. You got me drift, right? I know a lot of you never experience that, but believe me, it's here. Do they sell Indian mangoes in the UK? Well, they do actually, and I'll actually tell you, my diet in the UK, broccoli, mixed veg, and then just all the different meat, beans, all the protein, veg, healthy diet, right? And I used to buy mangoes. Now, I think they were actually golden mangoes I used to buy in England. We've avocados, and the reason I used to buy actually avocado is because, according to what I read in Men's Health, avocado has I start eating avocados. I 1 or 2 a week, and then we buy 2 a week that I used to buy in the UK. Right, the Indian mango is green, right? The golden mango, it's a golden yellow. It's a golden yellow, but not as gold as that. Right, so it is a golden yellow, and I think in the UK it is actually a golden mango. So like I said, guys, rain has finally come. You know, it's really strange, and I know a lot of you guys, and I'm not joking, a lot of you guys that actually watch this channel, there is a lot of, you know, when it comes to reading, writing, computers, phones, you know, mechanics, you're really intelligent, but, you know, to be honest, your brain, right, you've got a big brain, let's just say you've got a big brain, but, in my opinion, now, with some of the comments, you've got a little mind. And what do I mean by that? Your mind is really small. and we don't really use his mind to our full potential. And if we've got people around us, if you're a really motivated person and you've got a person around you who's not very motivated, and you're, like I said, you're an intelligent person, man or woman, the negative one will always try to bring you down, right? And I'm really surprised at a lot of you guys that you do not use your mind. Your mind, and it's probably the same with me, right? You could actually do sitting down and think, how can I use this mind? How can we use it? But a lot of you guys don't seem to believe a lot of things. It's not the same with everyone. I can't say the same with everyone, certain people, but my experience with a lot of people is you don't use your mind. If someone actually said to you, wow, I saw a ghost last night, they won't believe you, right? And if someone says to you, you actually, because I forget where excuse me, you're quite positive people, like I said. So you don't seem to believe anything. You see, people just don't seem to believe. Certain types of people do not believe anything. Like I said, someone believes in God to start to chat about God. I never preach to anyone, and I don't like people preaching to me. If somebody believes in God, that's great. And if you're in love with God, fantastic. But please don't preach to me, right? I do believe in God, believe in ghosts, believe in quite a lot of things. I think we have to believe in something. So, a lot of people will say, you believe in God? Well, did you see him? Have you seen him? And this guy might say, no, I haven't seen him. Well, how do you know God's real? Well, it's in the Bible. And if you look on page 6, blah, 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 the Bible. And a lot of people will think, what a load of baloney. They just do not believe in God, right? My point is, a lot of people do not believe in anything, right? Negative people. Now, a lot of people are open-minded. Even though I believe in God, and I believe in good beats bad, and nobody's perfect, especially. I've got hard times, I've had bad times, I've been in bad places. I'm not perfect, okay. I don't pretend to be. I am who I am. But, a lot of people just do not believe in a lot of things. So, right, so if we don't believe in ghosts, we don't believe in spirits, we don't believe in God, married. Right, to some of you guys, why did you get married? Why did you marry in a church? Why did you christen your baby girl or your son, your daughter? Why did you christen your kids in church? You don't believe in God, but you went to church, you got married in church, and you also christened your kids in church. So, but you don't believe in God. Now, I know there's a lot of bad people around, and I actually know there's a lot of good people around, but why? Answer that one. Well, let me think, let me see if I can answer. I can't answer for you, but let me see if I can answer. Well, because I was actually christened, right, a Christian in England. They might sell Indian mangoes. I would actually say they do sell mangoes in England, Indian and golden, yes. So right, you know, why did we get christened? So as I grew up, I always got a lot of people, because I never went to school, so I always got a lot of people, oh, he can't read, he can't write, he can't do this, he can't, bullied. So, I got bullied, because I were a little kid, hello there, plus the specs. So I got bullied as a kid. But stronger and the training I was actually doing, it made me more intelligent, made me think differently, and you've got the drift. So, make a comment. Why did you marry in a church? You don't believe in God. Why did you christen your kids? You don't believe in God. Well, it was the right thing to do. Yeah, that's a good answer. It's the right thing to do. My answer, many years ago, my answer, I don't know. And that's not exactly using your mind. So, it's a big world, lot of intelligent people out there. We've just been chatting about space. Is there aliens up there? Well, if there were aliens up there, I don't really know a lot about this topic, this subject. If there were aliens up there, they would have contacted us before now. Okay? So what happens if the aliens are... I'm just chatting off mind. What happens if the aliens are 2 lifetimes away? So what happens if it takes the aliens 200 years to get to Earth, and the alien only lives 250 years old? Who knows? Like I said, who knows? But listen, right, nature, I've always understood nature because I never went to school. My school were the woods, the forest, the fields, the countryside. That were my school, right? And people used to say, I'm not intelligent, and they used to try and knock me. And for you to call me not intelligent, you're backward. You really are backward. And I'm joking, right? You're backward. My opinion. Think. We've got rain, we've got trees, we've got weeds, wildflowers. We've got wildflowers, we've got birds, we've got birds that eat birds, we've got reptiles that eat reptiles, we've got dogs that eat animals. It's a survival, it's an ecosystem. There's an ecosystem here. And according to scientists, all this evolved over many years, and once upon a time we were monkeys, and we were swinging in the trees, and then we started to evolve into men and women. Who knows? I don't know about the topic, but your mind, we need to expand his mind. Now, actually, narcissist, I've got quite a... I will chat, I'll do a topic on you. Narcissist. I'm not going to chat about narcissist. Quite a few that visit my channel that actually give me comments, just not interested in you whatsoever. And anyway, so you've got the drift, and you guys, So, like I said, rain, it was beautiful. Wow, but before it rained, we were actually going to Mercy, and I thought, right, hopefully I can upload some videos. So we've got 6 miles there, 6 miles back, 12-mile travel just to upload videos, right? Hopefully we can actually upload videos, and I thought, well, if we can't upload any videos today, because we don't have an internet connection, maybe I can do it Wednesday or Thursday. Hopefully I can upload some videos. And well, where's the point? So as I went, it rained. So I thought, well, if we go to Mercia tomorrow, I hope it rains. This is what I thought. I was laid in bed. Oh, I weren't laid in bed. I was laid on the floor here. Because we don't have anywhere to sit, only chairs. So I'm laid down here on the floor, and I thought, I hope before we go to Mercia, half an hour before we go to Mercia, it rains. And it waters all the land, and it waters our plants, because we need our plants watering, because we depend on the little bit of food that we grow, right? And I looked outside, and every day I always say, it's going to rain. It never does, it never does. And I looked outside and I said, it's going to rain. But I had the feeling it was going to rain. I could feel it, I could see it, right? I could feel it and see it. And it did, it rained about half an hour after. And then we went to Mercia and I managed to upload some videos. So, you see, a lot of you guys do not believe in manifest, you know. That's another topic, manifesting, right, to manifest, right. So that's another topic. So, you know, as mind, if we don't, the mind, right, your muscles are not the strongest thing on your body. Your strongest weapon is your mind, right. Whatever you think, you can become, right. Understand that one. Whatever you think, you can become. So if you think you're a fool and you think you're an hard man and you think you're stupid, you probably will be. If you think you can't get a job, you probably never will, okay. If you think you're going to become someone, you're going to be successful, a mechanic, a business, you will do, right, you will do. So be careful what you wish for, be careful what you think, right. So you've got the drift, right. So, you know, lovely bit of rain. Now then, I actually made a video today and walked, like I said, being red hot today, and I went outside, not very happy at all, so I weren't very happy at all, bit a lot down, you know, really no budget, you know, it's very, very hard at the moment, I'm in debt. You narcissist, you'll love this one. I'm in debt, so you know, not very good, and it's very, very hard for me at the moment here in the Philippines. Very, very hard. So today I decided, right, when I'm leaving the Philippines, cheers, it's actually water. I get sick of drinking water, I'd like to drink coffee. We don't have the budget for coffee, right. So, send a peso, right, that's a joke, because I know for a fact a lot of you Filipinos will never support a foreigner, and I'm actually going to chat about that. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of nice Filipinos, okay, but you'll never support a foreigner. You want the foreigner to support you as a Filipino or a Filipino man or woman, but you will never support a foreigner, even if the foreigner's poor and you're a rich Filipino, a Filipino man or woman, you will never support a foreigner, but you will like the foreigner to support you as a Filipino, okay, right. So that's my take on that one, and I've been here in the Philippines 3 times. So, you know, whether you believe that one or not, entirely up to you, right, survival. So I decided today, like I said, peeved off today, not very good at all. You know, you can lose your temper easily, it's very, very hot, you've got no budget, no money. So I went out and I thought, I'm going to make a video. I jumped up off the floor, got my gimbal, got my phone, went out, stood under the mango tree, because the mango tree is shady, everywhere else just burns your skin. So I actually said on the video, which I haven't uploaded yet, quite a few things. I'm quite honest about things. I'm quite honest about things. Not perfect. I still upload the video, so I'm sure some of you might see the video. But yes, I put it on members only. So maybe members only, I don't know. Right, so I decided within end of April, May, June. So the end of June, so July, in July, here in the Philippines, I'm getting ready to leave the Philippines. 2-3 months, if I'm not monetized, right, and I don't have money off Facebook or YouTube, right, so if I am not monetized and I'm not earning any money and I've got no support, right, not monetized, no money, I'm leaving the Philippines. In 3 months time, I am actually, 2 months time, call it 3 months time, I will actually be getting ready to leave the Philippines. Right, well, what happens if you haven't sold your house? Well, I'll have to sell it when I leave the Philippines. And why I'm leaving the Philippines is because I cannot survive in the Philippines. I don't have a job here in the Philippines. I don't have any money here in the Philippines. You know, we're scrimping, we're scraping, we don't have money for coffee. Thank God for friends. Thank God for you guys that actually do send support. You know, so for the guys that actually do send support, wow, thank God. You know, because what would I be doing? I'd be living on the streets here at Philippines. Well, I won't assault motorbike. And I'd just have to go back home, leave the house, go back home. You know, so 3 months time I am actually going to leave the Philippines. But if my circumstance change and I sell the house and I actually do get monetized and I've got money, yeah, I'm repeating, you know, whether you like it or not. If you don't like repeats, don't watch the videos. And I got some comments actually. I'll cover them later. No big deal. So that's it. I'm the foreigner here is leaving the Philippines. And like I said, you know, you Filipinos, you rich Filipinos, you do not support a foreigner here in the Philippines, right? So, you know, but like I said, you like it the other way around. So, and you'll be surprised, you know, you really will be surprised how many of you guys are actually chatting to girls here in the Philippines. You know, and you're arranging to come here to the Philippines and meet these girls. And half of them are married, they've got kids and they're married. And you guys don't know it. But, you know, you can't really say anything to you guys because you've always, like me, you've always got a stupid excuse. Like me, like I said. And my excuse was, oh well, they're different. The girls in the Philippines are different. And the girls in the Philippines have got higher standards. No, they haven't. There's some lovely ladies here, some lovely guys here. But no, they haven't. The people here in the Philippines are just like the people in England, right? Really nice people in England, really nice people in the Philippines, really bad people in the Philippines, really bad people in England. There's no difference, okay, there's no difference. Good and bad, no one's perfect. So, actually, I am now actually getting ready to leave the Philippines in 2 months' time. And my Facebook, I'm actually deleting on my Facebook. I am actually deleting 50, 60 people a day. Just sat there. Deleting Filipino people. Now, why am I deleting Filipino people off my Facebook? I'm not deleting all the Filipinos off my Facebook. My Filipino friends and the people that support me in the way of a thumbs up or good morning I will keep those friends, right? And the friends I actually do chat to here in the Philippines, I will always keep those friends. I will not delete them from Facebook. But I've got thousands of friends on Facebook, don't know who they are, they don't support me. They're always asking me for money and telling me how poor they are, which is a load of lies, because actually it's me, the foreigner, that is poor here in the Philippines, right? Because I can't work. I've got no money, I cannot work. You Filipinos can work, right? You can work. Every day you can go out, you can work, and you can have a couple, 300 pesos a day. At least 100 pesos a day, you can go out and work, right? You can have money, which is quite a lot of lies. And a lot of these people are saying, well, you know, they're very poor, the Filipinos, and they've got no money. Baloney. The Filipinos can work, and also the Filipino people can go to Hong Kong, other countries, Dubai, 1 year, come back to the Philippines, buy land, have a business, become rich people. Us people from England, UK, England, Great Britain, it takes us 20 years to buy a house. You guys here in the Philippines, right, 1 year, 2 years, you're very rich people, because you go abroad and you work, right, and then you've got big money and you've got land, you know. So a lot of you guys want to keep going, they're very poor. Yeah, they're very poor in the Philippines, you know. The girls are lovely girls, lot of love girls here, lot of lovely guys here, lot of bad guys here, lot of bad girls here, lot of show-offs, you know, lot of big mouths, like to run the mouth here as well, which I've encountered. And I encountered last week, and I gave it the guy back in front of all his big friends, gave it him back. He didn't like it, you know. So it's the same as England, guys. The difference with the Philippines, which none of you guys seem to know, is they can become rich in 1 or 2 years, right? You guys in England and America, you can't. You have to work half of your damn life to buy an house, to buy land, to have a good business. Average person, right, here in the Philippines, you know, what makes me laugh here in the Philippines, you know, in this barangay, in the next barangay, in that barangay, this is the same island, all over in the countryside, right, there's actually girls chatting to you, American guys, English guys, European guys, you know, Australians, wherever you are in the world, you know, and actually you are sending money to all these girls, and they're married and they've got kids, you know, and they've got quite a lot of money, because they've got somebody from England, somebody from America, somebody from Canada sending money. So, you know, you really don't know. You really don't know anything about the Philippines, and a lot of you guys that are living here in the Philippines, you know, you buy a lot of you, not all of you, a lot of you people do explore, but a lot of you are behind a wall. And I suppose what'll happen with you guys is the same as that's happened to me. You know, we come to the Philippines, we plan, and what we do, guys, is we plan. And we come with a tiny bit of money. I came here with a tiny bit of money, and I thought, well, when I get to Philippines, so the business goes down for whatever reason, whether it's the Filipinos' fault, you know, whether somebody's not working hard at the business goes down. You try 3 or 4 businesses, it doesn't work. And then you're living off your little bit of money, what you've come to the Philippines on. You've planned for years and years and years. Now you're here in the Philippines, you've planned it, it didn't work out like you thought it would. And now you're a poor foreigner. here in the Philippines, right? You've got no money. So that's a Filipino, and that's you. You're actually poorer than someone here in the Philippines now. You've got no money, you know, you owe money, you owe debt. You've got no money for the plane ticket back to England. So now, 2 months' time, 3 months' time, I'm going to have to go to immigration, and I'm going to have to go to the British consulate, right? And I'm going to have to say to the British consulate, look, you know, I came years ago, and I'm going to have to tell them the problem. I don't have the money to fly back to England unless the situation changes and I've got some budget, which, you know, we'll have to wait, and we'll cross that bridge when we get to that bridge. So I've got to go to the British consulate and try to explain, you know, well, it's come here, you know, I have to leave the Philippines because I don't have the money for this, and I don't have money for food, and I don't have money for bills. So now I actually have to leave the Philippines. And who cares a toss what you negative guys think? You know, who cares what you think? You probably ain't got the balls to do what I can do. So to all the bad comments, before you make the comments, watch the video till the end. Whether you do or not, who cares? You know, and to my good subscribers, my old subscribers, my new subscribers, the good ones, I'm glad to have you on board. Thanks for the support, guys. God bless. But you know, you come here to the Philippines and you run out of money, so you have to go back to your country. And it's as simple as that, you know. I have to go back to England. It's not going to be honky-dory in England. When I get back to England, I've got big problems in England. Nowhere to live, no job. I'll cross that bridge when I get there, okay? When I drop in England, I'll cross that bridge when I get there. And one or two have mentioned in the past, oh, you should have never done this, you should have never done that. Well, listen, if people like me never did anything, we didn't do this, we didn't explore, nothing in this world would happen. Nobody would have built an high-rise flats. No one would ever build an house. We wouldn't be flying planes, and nothing in the world would actually happen if people like me didn't, you know, go to different countries, explore different things, you know. And people like me, we don't want to sit in England on a sofa watching TV till we die. You know, we want to be off, we want to be doing things, we want to live, we want to experience. So people like me want to do that. Now, if you're the type of person that wants to sit watching TV all the time, eating sugar puffs, eating chocolate biscuits and eating chocolate cake, that's fine. If you're happy to do that, God bless, that's fine. But for me, I don't want to sit watching TV for the next 30 years then pass away. Okay, I want to do something with my life. And it's as simple as that, really, guys, you know. So like I said, Lee, I am actually sorry. So surviving hardship here in the Philippines, not good. And like I said, I am a very, very hard person. You know, it's not good being an hard person, you know. It's not good, you know, being able to just brunt the weather, you know, whatever the weather throws at you. It's not good to keep standing there and let the weather, you know. So now, guys, I actually think it's time for me to leave the Philippines. So, you know, will I come back to the Philippines? Who knows? I have to be monitored. Before I actually do come back to the Philippines, right, I have to be monetized. I have to have an income. So before I come back to the Philippines, I need an income, and I will have an income somewhere along the line, And before I come back to the Philippines, I need to have things here in the Philippines already running, right? So before I come back to the Philippines, I've learned a lot through this experience, and a lot of people never experience what I am experiencing. And that's how we learn through experience. Well, others do. Like I said, I'm not perfect. I don't always learn, that's for sure. But I actually do now. As we get older, maturer, we get wiser, we get better. Right? So that's about it, guys, you know, surviving here. Street market. Now we have actually been chatting an hour. I'll chat another 10 minutes. So, you know, street market on Sunday. So surviving here in the Philippines with no budget. Very hard. Now, I've had enough. I haven't come here to the Philippines to sit on my arse. To sit here or lay on the floor every day doing nothing. I've got no business, got no money, I'm in debt, I owe money. I can't keep doing that here in the Philippines. So now, got to go. Just got to go. So simple as that, really. And like I said, if I come back to the Philippines, I have to have things in place before I come back to the Philippines. Or what's the point coming back to the Philippines if you don't have a budget? Right, so it's quite possible somewhere along the line we all have a pension. Now two guys have got a pension, got a business, you're happily married here in the Philippines, and everything's working good for you, God bless, I'm happy for you, that's life. But for me, things haven't worked out like I planned. So we've got to go back to England. Like I said, I will have big problems in England. I'm sure about that. In fact, I know for a fact I'll have big problems in England. For a start, nowhere to live. For a start, no job. Unless I'm monetised. Don't really have a family in England. I don't have anyone I can count on in England. I've got one or two people I can count on in England, right? One's called Lee. I know for a fact I can count on Lee. And maybe one other. You know, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of lovely people in England. But my point is, no family in England. No real family in England. You know. And when I get back to England, I'm going to be looking for a ghost writer. Not about life here in the Philippines, about my life back in the UK. So, you know, a lot of you guys, you know, I'll presume a lot of you guys will say, well, you know, if you do go back to England, you will lose all your subscribers here in the Philippines. Quite possible, yes. But, you know, what I've learned, I can actually start a new YouTube channel in England, and I have at least got, I've probably got about 800 to 900 subscribers from England, and all over the world, which will probably stay with my channel, which I will actually rename. So if I do lose my channel, I will rename my channel, right? And once this channel is monetized, so I am actually just presuming, okay, hopefully, but I don't go on hopefully. Life's life. I don't know if I monetize, fantastic. If I've got a budget, fantastic. But sooner or later I've got to go to another country anyway, or I've got to go back to England anyway. So, you know, hopefully, like I said, England's going to be a big, big problem. And like I said, that's another topic. So that's just survival here in the Philippines for a foreigner. for a foreigner that's actually got no money here in the Philippines, right guys, I know a few of you, because I've met a few of you, you've been homeless on the street. So I know a few of you guys have been homeless on the street, because I've chatted to you. I've actually met and chatted to you guys what's been homeless on the street, right? I've been homeless on the street before in England. So, you know, it's no big, it's just not very good at all, to be honest. But, you know, foreigner with no money, you've got no money, simple as that. You know, so just have to go back to England and work, and I'll probably be gone at least a year. And I said to Jovelyn, you don't really understand, you know, because what you don't understand is, you go back to England, now you get a job in England, half of your wage, what you get paid, it's gone, because you have to rent an house. And then if it's possible and you've got a little money left over, you can buy a car to get to work. So you buy a car to get to work, then you go back to your digs, you've got no money left. So, you know, till you get a pension, and I'm actually happy that some of you guys didn't mention pension. Because when I am actually due a pension, right, in a few years' time, whenever it is, I don't know, you can actually come to the Philippines. Is that mine? Thank you very much. I can actually come to the Philippines, I've got a pension. And like I said, I need to set things up here. Look guys, we're not perfect, so you've no need to come on and, you know, some of you guys what make your stupid comments, don't bother coming on giving it the big man. Right, I've got millionaire friends, I've had millionaire friends, I've had billionaire friends, okay, I've met famous people, I've met poor people, I fell out with the famous people, I fell out with the billionaires, I fell out with the millionaires, right, I fell out with them, and I've told them where to shove it, right, because that's the type of person I am, right, I stand up to whoever you are, I will stand up to you. Like I said, things affected me when I was younger. Hey, if you want to make a joke of it, be my guest. You know, we've all had hardship. Every one of us have had, we've all been through hardship. Let me just say, you've got a single girl in England, right? You've got a single girl in England, you've got a single guy in England, or you've got a married couple in England, they've got kids. It's very, very hard because of money, right? So everyone in the world has hardship. You know, we all have hardship. Bringing your kids up, you buy the clothes, you buy the shoes, you send them to school. You know, we all have hardship. So here in the Philippines, in England, wherever you are in the world, Africa, USA, Canada, you know, you've got me drift. Everyone has hardship, right? And I understand that, you know. So we've all had hardship, not just me, everyone has hardship. And we come to a bridge, and we cross that bridge when we get to that. That's me, right? A lot of people worry. I never worry. I don't care, right? I do not worry. But some people are really worried. Oh, what will we do? We can't pay rent. Oh, we've got no food. What will we do? A lot of people really do worry. And, you know, it's hardship, right? I'm that type of person. If somebody says to me, well, you've got no job, what will you do? I just go, I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. And I always do, right? I always cross that bridge when I get to it. And like I said, bottoms up, we've got some real coffee. It's not very strong, but it's better than water. Right, so lucky we've got a bit of coffee, which we We still share our food with our 2 dogs. Our 2 dogs are free to go home. So you've got where I'm coming from, I do feel like swearing, but like I said, normally I'm quite a nice guy, but things can get you a little down, and I'm quite aware, even a lot of you guys what are subscribed to my channel and watch my channel, I'm quite aware some of you have got an hard life. So the foreigner now is very, very poor. I'm blogging all the time. I'm trying to make videos all the time. I'm trying to get monetized soon. Trying to get monetized on Facebook. I get up in the morning, I come on my phone, and I'm working and trying. I'm trying, right? And I always will. I will never give up. I will try till I succeed, until I actually get up that ladder. And it's as simple as that, whether it takes me 2 years, takes me 3 years. And I do appreciate the support that some of you guys do give me. Right, I've been on an hour and 20 minutes, I gave 5 minutes. So that's it. Hard times here in the Philippines. And like I said, April, May, June, July. So July, it's quite possible I will be flying home, but I will let you know. But whether I'm poor or not, I'll tell you how poor we are actually. Me personally, I can't really say about other people, but 100 pesos, we put 100 pesos in as petrol, right? I ain't changed my chain and sprockets yet, that's another big problem. So, and my videos, I do the famous street market. Like I said, things are just hard, and it's as simple as that. So thanks for the support. And to you guys that don't support, who cares? And I got just another stupid comment. And I think I left a comment on there for you to all read. And I've got to where I don't really answer all the comments anymore, and I don't really read the comments anymore. And this comment says, "Hi, I'm stopped following your blog because you have silent videos, and I like to hear all the real noise and all the real sound." Well, I'm sorry, but YouTube has a policy, and it's called copyrights. I cannot make videos in Murcia, Bacolod City, Negros Occidental, San Carlos. I cannot make a video in a town centre or in a shopping mall with copyright music because I get demonetized. You cannot do it, copyrights, okay. And I'm actually fed up, sick of saying to you people, well, I'm sorry, but I cannot. I would love to leave the original sound, can't do it. I have to do a voiceover. And a lot of the videos, I've no need to do a voiceover. And if you don't like the videos with a voiceover, if you want, I thought you were in, if you want to complain, feel free to complain. But it's pointless complaining because it's YouTube policy. Sorry guys, I can't put lovely music on my videos. I'd love to. If I hear a noise and it's a copyright song, I have to actually try to knock it out, and then I have to take all the sound off the videos. So copyright. But a lot of you guys know this, but you try to be the big shot, and you try to, there's one or two of you fools, and you try to, I don't know, get a life, get an hobby, start and do. But to you, love people, good heart people, thanks for the support. To all me, thank God, I'm happy to have you aboard, guys. Sorry, Lee, about yesterday. Like I said, we didn't make it. Sorry, I think that's what it probably is. police. Probably police. Now, why would the police actually just cross the motorway? Motorway for whoever's. You know, England guys, I just chat, and I'm not going to really chat about this topic, and a lot of you guys will not listen. So, England can be quite. We have got dangerous forces in play, watching dangerous people in our country. God bless England, God bless Great Britain. You know, our country, England, once upon a time was a very, very great country. But, you know, slowly coming down. And God bless the world. Before now, it's raining. Wow, it's actually got very, very windy. Yeah, really strong wind. Hopefully it brings rain. Right, so take care, God bless. So take care, God bless. You know, thanks for joining us on this live stream tonight. Hopefully tomorrow night can do another live stream. And mainly 8 to 9 o'clock at night, we can do a live stream. And hopefully a lot of you guys will join me. And I'm sure a lot of you guys, hey, you should have never gone to the Philippines in the first place. And, you know, I've had all these comments before. I get a few comments, and, you know, hey, this guy never planned. He just come to the Philippines. Well, like I said, we're not perfect. We're not perfect. And, you know, let's face it, however intelligent you are, and I know a lot of you guys are intelligent, we can't always plan it, can we? We can plan it, but it doesn't always work out how we think it works out, right? So, called experience, called life. Take care, God bless. Please like, please share the videos. Please subscribe. Right. Like I said, if you can actually support, go to my PayPal, send a little. To the guys that are already sending, you know, thank God. And, you know, but to you guys, if you haven't actually supported my channel and you're actually a subscriber and you do watch my channel, please start to support it if you can. So please become a channel member. It helps me. You know what it helps me do? Helps me to survive here in the Philippines. Helps me to buy food. Helps me to put a little petrol in the motorbike. And hopefully helps me to travel a little bit and make some really good videos. Cheers. Take care. God bless. Have a beautiful night. If you make a comment and it's a bad one, I'm not going to bother answering it, but I'll leave it there for my subscribers to read. Take care, God bless. We're at the street market Sunday. Tomorrow, have I got any videos to upload tomorrow? I've got one, and it's about me leaving the Philippines, and I didn't really think about the video. I just made it. I just went out there and just made it, simple as that. Have a great night, Lee. Have a great night to all my subscribers, new and old. Take care. God bless, guys.